Kate's last farewell to the Queen denied by Meghan's demands, resentment intensifies. Greeting and a gracious welcome to the royal staff channel. In a shocking revelation, royal author Robert Jobson has claimed that the late Princess of Wales was forced to stay away from Balmoral while other senior royals rushed to the Queen's side for a final goodbye. Why, you ask? To prevent Meghan Markle from being there, of course. According to Jobson, the decision was made to ensure that Prince Harry didn't have an excuse to bring his wife, as he might have insisted if the Princess of Wales was there. The King said it was only for the children and grandchildren to be with the Queen, Jobson told the Daily Telegraph in Australia, adding that Charles wanted to stress that it was not appropriate for wives to attend. However, it seems that privately, Charles wanted to make it clear that Meghan was not welcome. To make matters worse, Kate, who was 41 at the time, remained in Windsor to look after her children while the immediate family headed to Scotland to be at the Queen's bedside. Jobson claims that Kate deliberately stayed away but desperately wanted to be there with the Queen in her last moments. This has apparently built up resentment towards Meghan within Kate. Jobson also reveals that Charles couldn't say that Meghan was not welcome to Harry, so he personally intervened and asked Kate to stay back so that it was fairer on Meghan. The Princess of Wales, who had stayed back at Adelaide Cottage and was spotted leaving Windsor Castle to collect the children from school on the day, had wanted to be there with the Queen, but couldn't. The author's claims have caused a stir, with many expressing their anger towards Meghan and Harry. Some have even accused the couple of having too much power and being responsible for the abuse of multiple family members and staff. It is truly inexplicable how much power Meghan had to do what she did to so many people, along with Harry. As for Kate, many feel that she has been the punchbag for too long and no one seems to openly defend her. William, her husband, must be livid about this mistreatment of his wife. The family was essentially complicit in this abuse for far too long, and it's time for the truth to come out. And yet, even if it happened exactly as according to Harold's own self-sanitized account, I sympathize with William and first think most of the public would as well. I don't need to know the specifics of that argument to know why William was seething. What he had been putting up with for months, from his own brother, without being able to retaliate. Even with Harry twisting it to make himself the victim, William didn't look like the worst guy in the room. Harry had admitted to so much appalling behavior on his end and his wife's end that people began reading between the lines, also applying their own cultural reactions to the event too. He would have been handled much differently in other families. He would have been clipped and crippled before continuing to do what he did to family, especially his ill matriarch. Meanwhile, Prince Harry, who was still reeling from the aftermath of his and Meghan's explosive interview, frantically tried to reach the estate before it was too late. But unfortunately, he couldn't make it in time to see his beloved grandmother, who passed away at the age of 96. However, in his tell-all memoir titled Spare, the Duke of Sussex revealed the touching final words he whispered to the Queen just hours after her passing. Harry expressed his hope that she was now happy and reunited with her late husband, Prince Philip, who had passed away just a year earlier. He also shared with her his admiration for her unwavering dedication and service to her people until the very end. It's a bittersweet moment for Harry, who was unable to say his goodbyes in person but found solace in sharing his heartfelt thoughts with his beloved grandmother in his own way. Tensions between Prince Harry and his family continue to simmer, with reports suggesting that Prince William has no plans to reconcile with his younger brother during his upcoming trip to the UK. According to royal analysts, Harry recently had a heartfelt talk with his father, Prince Charles, in an attempt to ease tensions, but has not addressed the ongoing dispute with William. It is also understood that there will be no time for the brothers to meet during Harry's short visit for the May 6 event. Ingrid Seward, editor of Majesty magazine, told The Sun that the royals all have really tight schedules, and she believes Harry addressing his relationship with William is for another time. While Seward notes that it would be nice for Harry to stick around and be friendly, she suggests that out of politeness, you'd think Harry would want to mingle with his family no matter how difficult that might be for him. Despite Harry's talk with Charles, sources have alleged that the gulf between the once close brothers is now so large that they cannot see how their relationship can be repaired. It is also reportedly unlikely that the pair will sit down together, which insiders previously claimed Harry had demanded. This will be the first time William and Harry will see each other since January, when Harry released his memoir, Spare, in which he branded his brother as his arch-nemesis. Harry has also publicly called on his family to apologize to him and Meghan for what they see as slights. While Charles is said to be pleased that his youngest son is coming, his mood is described as generally quite forgiving. However, he is understood to still feel betrayed and angry, particularly by the revelations in Harry's memoir. Furthermore, William had no contact with his brother when Harry came over with Meghan and their children for Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee celebrations last year, and the brothers barely spoke at her funeral later in the year, meeting briefly when William invited Harry and Meghan to join him and Kate to meet the public and view the floral tributes left by members of the public outside Windsor Castle. Royal correspondent Robert Jobson's new book, Our King, has revealed shocking details about the ill feelings between the royal couples. The book is being serialized in the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday this month. The book outlines the war between the royals and the Sussexes before, during and after Megxit, when Harry and Meghan quit the UK. Jobson's book reveals that the joint walkabout with Kate, William, Harry and Meghan, 2 days after the Queen's death, was not a show of unity as many believed it to be. Sources close to the royal family have confirmed to him that this was an illusion, and Kate found the Windsor walkabout with Harry and Meghan after the Queen's death one of the hardest things she'd ever had to do. According to Jobson, Princess Diana told a senior royal that the walkabout was challenging for her due to the ill feeling between the couples. It was said to have been William's idea to put on a show of unity, but it seems that it did not work. Relations between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family are at an all-time low, and the Netflix documentary Harry Meghan in December criticized King Charles as a father before taking a swipe at the choice of wives by male members of the firm, as the royals refer to themselves. Harry insisted that his decision to marry Meghan set him apart from his family because it was from his heart and not because she would fit the mold. In his bombshell memoir, Harry accuses his brother of assault, brands his stepmother, Camilla, a villain, and repeatedly speaks of the family's unconscious bias on race. These shocking revelations have only served to increase the rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. The ill feelings between the royal couple seem to have affected Kate, who is said to have found the joint walkabout one of the hardest things she had ever had to do. The walkabout was supposed to be a show of unity, but it seems that it was just an illusion. The revelations in Jobson's book and Harry's memoirs have only served to widen the gap between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. Thank you for watching today's video. To stay up to date with all my future videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. If you found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.